If you want to win 4k gold, check my giveaway down in the description and in my Discord. Hello guys, it's me Gleff back again, and today I wanted to make a video about the new 6 weapons that we have gotten for this Oryxmas. So these are 6 new weapons that uses the burst effect that has been added with the staff from High Tech Terror. And since these aren't on Hazer.net, I'm not going to compare their DPS to the normal weapons in Realm, so I'm just going to show a preview of the weapons and what my quick thoughts are about them. So let's take a look on the Garland Bow. So the damage is 1 to 200, the burst count is 3, the burst delay is 1.6, it has 3 shots and the range is 6, and the shots hit multiple targets and the rate of fire is 85%. So what I can feel with this bow, like playing it in game, is that it actually has a decent amount of DPS. I think all of these weapons have a decent amount of DPS, so these are not bad seasonal weapons. So I really like this move from Deca to making more interesting seasonal weapons instead of just making tier 12 reskins like the ice weapons, which is very boring. So we can take a look on here on the Candy Katana. So the damage is 135 to 180, which is exactly the amount of mass immune. The shots, it has 2 shots and the range is 5.6, and the shots hit multiple targets. But the hook with this one is that when you shoot it, the bullets stop for, like, they're very slow from the point they're going from the character, but then until the apex point they go faster, and it's a very spread katana, so you really have to stand close for this katana to work. The range isn't really 5.6 if you want to hit both targets. It's like the dual cutters, the cutter from library, which the shot pattern spreads out and you have to stand closer than the true range is. So what I've felt is that the damage is pretty decent. If you stand in something, you will do a lot of damage, but the problem is you have to get close to get that damage. But it's better than a mass immune because it has 2 shots, and I think you can hit more 2 shots than 1 shot on a mass immune. So I think it's decent, and it looks really cool. It's one of my actually favorites of the shot pattern. I really think it looks really good. Here we have the Cheerful Chipper, which is the sword of these items. And I'm not sure what it is with Deca and having a sword which fires a lot of bullets. We have the Pixie sword, that was kabam, but then we have the Oryx sword, the new one that just got added, or like the reworked Oryx sword, which is like a different version of a Pixie. And now we have a third version of a Pixie. So it has 3 shots, range of 4.2, and the rate of fire is 80%. And on the basic look here, this has really good DPS. Even though it's 80% fire rate, it has decent amount of damage. So I think this could be a really strong sword. Since I'm not 100% sure on the Hazer DPS graph, I can't really say if it's like a really good sword, but on the lookout it feels really strong. So I think this is an interesting one, and I really like the shot pattern. The apex point, they stay there for like half a second and it looks so satisfying. I really like the shot pattern and everything with that. I think all of these weapons have a really interesting bullet pattern. So yeah, this one is kind of nice too. Here we have the brass Chamberstick, which is the wand. Damage is 90 to 110, so very small difference in the damage. The burst count is 2, the burst delay is 0.8 seconds, minimum burst delay 0.4 seconds, shots to range almost 11 times, that's really far away. The shots hit multiple targets and the rate of fire is 150%. So this is a very fast shooting wand. The rate of fire is 150% and the bullets travel like the cutters and the katana far away from each other, but these ones are closer and the bullets stay the same, like the slow pattern in the front, like the sword. Here we have the staff, the Sleigh Bell staff. The damage is 150 to 220. The burst count is 4. Burst delay is 1.8 seconds and minimum burst delay is 1 second. The range is 8.4 and it ignores defense of target, and the rate of fire is 80%. So this is a very high damage wand. This has a high base damage, but then the rate of fire is 80%. It has one shot. It's not a two-shot staff like other staffs, and it ignores defense of target. So it's a mixed one staff, and I feel like it's pretty easy to hit. On the first look, like it feels like, oh yeah, it could be a problem, but I think it's such a small burst and delay that I think it just works. And yeah, when I played it, I did like 350 damage on one shot when I played in the third dimension with this staff. So I think it's a decent staff that looks interesting, and it's one of the like first one-shot staff, because we have the one from Shaitan, which is trash, the Mystic SC set. Like it's a really bad, and I think this could be a substitute for being a decent one-shot staff. Here we have the Evergreen Dagger. The damage is 150 to 240, which is a really high amount of damage actually. The burst count is 3, burst delay is 1.2 seconds, and minimum burst delay is 0.8 seconds. It has 2 shots, the range is a 6.3 or 6.28 to be exact, and the rate of fire is 125%. So in the footage here you can see me playing it in the reef, and it looks to be really strong. It's one of those weapons, as the wand and the katana and the cutter, that you have to stand closer than the real range. So you have to, I think it was around like 8 tiles or like 4 tiles instead of 6.3. So you have to stand closer than the actual range to hit the both shots here. But if you hit the both shots, it looks really promising to be a really good dagger. So that's everything for me today, guys, and I hope you liked the video, and follow my Twitch, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, hopefully this update will come fairly soon. I think it's gonna hit probably midweek or something, if I would guess. Thursday, Wednesday or something. If we are unlucky, it's maybe Friday for the next weekend. But as I said, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.